Good morning. It's Friday morning, the 23rd of April. Hope that you're doing well. We continue our discussions of the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5:22 and 23. And we've worked up to kindness and goodness. And I want to take those together. In these days, with this pandemic going on and all the isolation that people have felt, people really need a little extra dose of kindness. They need us to be good to them. People have been isolated. Some people have been so isolated and alone. Others have had to stay inside and stay home and haven't liked it. So they've been chafing, under these restrictions. And people are feeling this. They just need a little extra dose of sweetness. And that's what the first word there conveys, a kind of kind sweetness that doesn't rub anybody the wrong way, but just cares for them. And then, of course, the second word is a word that Paul seems to have made up, and it's from the word for good, and it just means goodness. And kindness and goodness, as we live with the love, the joy, and the peace that comes from our faith, they exude this sort of sweet kindness, goodness to other people. Not a sort of hard-edged goodness that demands and expects people to obey the rules, but just a kind of a goodness that loves and accepts them where they are and forgives and overlooks the kinds of things that they might be doing and says, hey, we love you. Come be a part of us. I think that's where we are as a church, and I hope that that's where we are as Christian people. I hope that we can get over this notion of making other people obey our dictum, our sets of rules, our prescriptions for how they ought to believe, and just love them. Everybody sins. It's okay. We're all sinners, and so just love them where they are and let God deal with each person as God will. I think kindness and goodness will go a long way in this life if we can learn to practice that. It can be difficult. Sometimes you don't want to be kind to people. Some of us, our default is not to be very kind, but how do we exercise that kindness that comes when the Spirit lives in us? That's our question for today. See you tomorrow.